Good evening and Shabbat Shalom. It's Friday night here, night number 7, 1 week from Rosh Chodesh. And we are on page 9 of Avodat Hashem, Inner Work. The inner work to reach the state of pure giving is truly the greatest secret on earth. The inner work, the Avodat Hashem, L'Shem Shamayim, for the sake of heaven, to reach the state of pure giving is truly the greatest secret on earth. A lot of people speak about it, but that doesn't mean they have any connection to it. The secret is revealed when God opens our eyes and our hearts. The secret is revealed when God opens our eyes and hearts. So the inner work, the Avodat Hashem, to reach a state of pure giving, that inner work is actually the greatest secret on earth. What it takes, how it works, is the greatest secret on earth. Lots of people talk about it, but that doesn't mean they have any connection to it. And this secret is actually only revealed when God opens our eyes and our hearts, right? So again, that revelation of the divine, when God is revealed to us, opening our eyes to see God in everything and everyone, to feel God in everything and everyone. When our eyes are open to this truth, to see clearly the Ispaklaria Me'ira, and with those open eyes, our hearts are also open to the Shekhinah, the presence of Spirit radiating in all things, in all moments, eternally. Our hearts are then open, and that is the secret of the inner work needed to reach a state of pure giving. Next passage. The more we are searching for something real to enliven our souls, the more we are searching for something real to enliven our souls, the more we suffer. Because we are unable to satisfy ourselves with the nonsense and vanities of the world. Because we are unable to satisfy ourselves with the nonsense and vanities of the world. The more the suffering increases, the more it is a sign of our developing spiritually. The more the suffering increases, the more it is a sign of our developing spiritually. As we continue to progress spiritually, a great secret becomes revealed, which is actually the secret of life. The secret is the inner work of transcending the ego, the same secret we just spoke about above. The secret is the inner work of transcending the ego. Right? So, again, the more that we are searching for something real, right, to enliven our souls, the more we're seeking and searching to experience the divine, to experience God in all things and in all people in all moments, the more we actually suffer. Why? Because we are unable now to satisfy ourselves with the nonsense and vanities of the world. The regular pleasures, the regular things that drew our attention no longer satisfy us. The scrolling, the watching movies, the physical pleasures, the eating pleasures, the intellectual pleasures, they no longer satisfy us. And so there's a suffering that comes with that. And the more this suffering increases, the more it's a sign that we're developing spiritually. The more we end up longing for the divine and feeling the lack and the missing when we're not feeling connected. And the more that actually impacts us, missing and longing, the more that the regular, if you just imagine right now, there's so much self-soothing we do. The screen is the modern man's pacifier. So if all these ways that we use now currently to self-soothe no longer soothe us, then there's a suffering that's taking place. And the only thing that can quench that suffering is connection to the divine. This secret is the inner work of transcending the ego. Again, because through connecting to the divine, through seeing clearly with an open heart, we recognize that our self-centered needs are of no importance. They are petty and unnecessary. Yes, we need to survive. Yes, we have needs. Of course, it's not saying to be an ascetic, but the extracurricular, the extra needs that we think we have, that we think of as important to us, those melt away the more that we are in touch with the divine, the more we're in touch with the truth of the purpose of creation, to experience the revelation of God's unity. The more that we transcend the ego, the sense of the individual's importance and the individual's needs, as we connect with the sacred and cosmic needs of humanity and life. Page 10. We are not to get rid of our desires, but rather to overcome them. If during the spiritual work of overcoming our desires go away, we actually need to renew them. We need to renew them. Ein la'adam letashtish et ritzonotav ela lehitgaber alehem, to overcome them or to become stronger than them. Ad kedei kach she'im ayedei hitgabrut mitmas masim haritzonot, the desires disappear. Achar kach tzarich l'doeg l'chadsham. We need to actually renew them. So I can take a guess. This is a little... he said before that we need our desires, that we need our desires to live. And I think we also need our desires in order to overcome them, in order to... there's a power, there's a strength, there's a capacity that we grow as we overcome our desires. So if they suddenly go away because of the spiritual work, then we no longer are able to build that muscle. And it seems from the writing that there's a necessity in being able to work and grow that muscle. By connecting to the Torah, we can develop and journey through the exalted spiritual levels of emunah, faith, until we are purified from all sparks of egoism. Then every movement we make is only in order to give, and even what we do to sustain our lives streams forth from the intention of pure giving. then every movement we make is only in order to give, and even what we do to sustain our lives streams forth from the intention of pure giving. This is the meaning of what the sages said: the mitzvot were given to purify us. Right? So by connecting to the Torah, we can develop and journey through the exalted levels, spiritual levels of faith, of emunah. Until we are purified from all sparks of egoism, right? So connecting to the teachings and the spiritual work, we develop and we journey through all the different levels of faith until we are purified from all the sparks of egoism, self-centered nature, seeing ourselves as separate. Then every movement we make, right? So then we get into this exalted state of being in which every movement we make is only in order to give, right? So if I have no selfish desires left inside of me because I feel that myself and everything around me and everyone around me is an extension of the divine, and that I am here only in order to emulate the Creator and give, then then that purifies me from the self-centered, the separate nature, and then every movement I make is only in order to give, because those are the eyes that I'm seeing through, and that is the world that I'm living in. And even what we do to sustain our lives streams forth from this intention of pure giving. And this is the meaning of what the sages said, that the mitzvot were given to purify us. So the mitzvot, the spiritual practice from the Torah of Judaism, is given to purify us, to purify our souls through all the spiritual levels of faith, and purify us from all the sparks of egoism and sense of being separate. Okay, Shabbat Shalom, have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon.